Yo, shout out to Cody in the comment section. I'm gonna start doing that. Whenever I get a recommendation to react to something on YouTube, whoever asks me in the comments and I do the video, I'll make sure to put your comment in the video here to give you a shout out. But shout out to you. You asked me to check out something that's actually very interesting. This brings a lot of childhood memories. Ratchet and Clank versus Jax. Like that, when I saw that comment, I literally had flashbacks of playing those games. I used to play the heck out of those games. Those Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, those were in rotation, bro. Me and my brother, shout out to him, we had those in rotation. I think the most I played was either Spyro or Ratchet and Clank. I played one of those two the most, but I still played all four of them like repeatedly. So yeah, this is interesting to think about, a death battle between them two. I would literally have to have some things refresh, like I need a refreshment in my memory here with these characters. I would say Ratchet and Clank, but you know, let's look at this death battle and see the breakdown of these characters. Then I can actually give a full answer. Actually, no. The rules is if I do these death battles, I gotta give an answer now. So off of memory, I'm gonna say, I'm thinking of the stuff I know Jax had, but I'm also thinking about the stuff Ratchet and Clank has. I think Ratchet and Clank has more. So I'm going to go with Ratchet and Clank. I could be wrong. I'm sorry, Jax and Dex. Excuse me. I skipped saying Jax without saying Dex. Ratchet and Clank versus Jax and Dex. Go ahead and like the video now. Shout out to Death Battles. Let's get it. Death Battle.
Sometimes the most unlikely of
Do they
friends
still make Jax
become
games?
the best of heroes.
I seen a, not new like came out this year. I seen a recent Ratchet and Clank game, but I don't think I've ever seen a Jax one in a while.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. It was a time of chaos. The unstoppable Kragmite Empire wreaked havoc across the galaxy until a race of unlikely heroes fought back. The Lombaxes, who may be some sort of lemur wombat?
Well, whatever they are, they're pretty good at kicking the shit out of Kragmites, and ended up stopping the Empire by banishing them to another dimension. Well, all except one, and boy would that come back to bite him in the ass.
Raised as one of their own, the last Kragmite betrayed his
I forgot about this backstory, it's been a while.
Raised an army of fish people, and in some sense of cruel ironic justice, banished the entire Lombax race to their own dimension as well. And just as ironically missed one who would prove to be his greatest adversary.
This lone Lombax's name was Ratchet, and he spent most of his days stranded on a random planet digging around with mechanical stuff and dreaming of one day exploring the galaxy. So this alien kitty cat thing scrounged up all the scraps he could find, used his natural gift with machines, and built a spaceship so incredible it would finally take him off this boring planet once and for... Oh.
Without an onboard robot ignition system, this hunk of junk would never fly.
And with Ratchet's luck, it's not like one was just gonna drop out of the sky or anything. Well, I'll be damned.
This was the SentryBot serial number XJ0461.
Well, that's hard to say in conversation, and he makes a clanky sound when he falls over, so...
And a forever friendship has begun.
Call you Clank.
Clank had just been assembled maybe half an hour earlier and was already running for his life.
Yeah, see, he came from a robot killing machine making factory, but when the factory malfunctioned and made this little guy, it decided to scrap him for parts. So naturally, he got the hell out of there, ended up with Ratchet, and together they became the greatest hero duo in the galaxy.
While they started out as an unlikely
Those games are so much fun, bro.
all sorts of experience
I think I played
way.
Ratchet and Clank the most, thinking about it.
As a commando and is proficient
Spyro is a
in
close second, but I think I played more of Ratchet and Clank.
Stealth.
Ballroom dancing and origami.
And despite his diminutive size, Clank is an asset in combat as well. When paired with Ratchet, he can act as a personal helicopter or even a jetpack.
Also, turns out Clank wasn't a mistake after all.
He possesses the soul of a Zoni, energy-based creatures with the ability to manipulate time and be immune to time-altering effects. And eventually, these powers manifested in Clank as well.
That's
I
right.
love the
He's
world
a
too in these
robo-time
games.
wizard.
Who did you say gave you this
All the
name?
worlds you
The
explore.
Zoni. They are little invisible creatures who travel through time.
Oh, right.
Both Ratchet and Clank are loaded with nanotech, microscopic machines which instantly repair their bodies after any injury, though their number is limited.
But Ratchet and Clank's true strength lies up their arsenal. Ratchet's packing your usual Solana-style weaponry, from his trusty Omni Wrench to rocket launchers. But the real beauty lies in all his wacky weapons, like the Vortex Cannon, which sucks up tiny enemies and blasts them back out like little flaming meteors.
They were so
The
creative, all these
mini
different
turret
weapons
can
you could
deploy
do.
dozens of auto-targeting machine guns, which
I wonder
can
how the
destroy
weapons are now,
tanks.
like in the recent
And of
Ratchet and
course,
Clank
there's
games.
also a disco
I wonder
ball
how
which
creative you can
forces
get in that.
those to helplessly dance before them.
Ratchet's gadgetry also includes.
I wonder, is that what
energy shields,
Fortnite got it
close-range
from?
shredder claws,
The dancing
and a
ball to have
variety
your
of
enemies start
drones
dancing? I wonder, is that what
assisted
Fortnite was influenced
He's
by,
even
was
picked
Ratchet
up
and
a
Clank?
gun that turns enemies into tiny, adorable sheep.
But hang on, we can't forget my all-time favorite, the Rhino 5.
Y'all remember that weapon in
Minigun,
Fortnite? I don't think
hot
I've seen
rocket
it
launcher.
recently in anybody's
This
gameplay. I think they
beauty
removed the
unleashes a
weapon.
glorious
But in the
river of
beginning,
death
you should
in
be able to
whatever
throw this
direction
dancing
she's
ball and have your
facing.
enemies stuck in
All
dancing
set,
moves.
Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture.
I'm honestly
Don't know if
surprised
Fortnite
you know
still
how to say
has
his
that.
name.
Oh yeah, the dude played my favorite musical instrument.
What? The piano?
No. Cannons.
Oh.
Anyway, in their adventures, Ratchet and Clank have done some pretty impressive things. They were skilled enough to win numerous gladiator battles, strong enough to stop the blow of a Wardrock with nothing but an Omni Wrench, fast enough to dodge close-range laser fire, tough enough to survive an explosive shipwreck, and even the vacuum of space.
However, their ability to survive deadly blows is entirely dependent on their supply of nanotech. If they run out of microbots, the next blow is sure to be fatal. But Ratchet and Clank's greatest strength doesn't come from any outlandish weapon or body-rebuilding nanomachine. Rather, it is their unbreakable bond of friendship and teamwork.
Oh, God, that was so friggin' lame.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
What? Uh-huh.
Long before the world bred life, it was filled with eco. Left behind by godlike beings called the Precursors, eco came in 6 different types, each possessing a different power. But what became of the Precursors? How did they harness the power of eco? The answers, they say, lie in the destiny of the mischievous teenage boy named Jack.
Jack was born into royalty.
His attitude
as the
friend
son of
Dax.
King Dumbass.
Or Daxter.
Dumbass, ruler of Haven City. But Jack lost his future as heir to the throne when some douche named Baron Praxis overthrew his dad. The former king was separated from his son and banished to the wastelands, leaving Jack to grow up a wandering orphan.
Until he was taken in and raised by Samos, the elder of Sandover Village. Here, he met his best friend-to-be, Daxter.
Though I don't know why he would ever want to be friends with a guy that never shuts up.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap?
Before long, Jack and Daxter became inseparable and did just about all their teenage tomfoolery together. Like stealing a speedboat to explore the forbidden Misty Island.
Yeah, turns out it was forbidden for a pretty damn good reason.
Man, that stung.
Oh no, he fell into the weasel pool!
Well, technically, he fell into a pool of dark eco, which transformed him into an Otzel. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be.
Daxter took it pretty well, all things considered.
I'm fine.
I'm shocked like a live action movie of this or Ratchet and Clank's never happened. I wonder if movie studios ever thought about these would be, if they copy the games, these would be good stories. You see how good Sonic is, if they do it as good as that, it could be really good. I'll go see it. Ratchet and Clank, Jax.
To become formidable warriors.
With green eco, Jack can restore lost health and create shields.
That
With
should be a
yellow
really
eco,
good
he can
idea.
launch
They should
energy
do that,
projectiles
as
from
long as
his
you do it
hands.
right.
Blue eco doubles his speed and reflexes, and red eco does the same for his strength, allowing him to take down tough enemies with a single strike.
But when their tinkering with ancient precursor technology sent them tumbling into a dystopian future, it's a long story. Jack was captured and experimented on by Baron Praxis, who wanted to turn him into a super soldier.
Too bad he didn't really know what he was doing, and poor Jack was stuck as his lab rat for 2 straight years, until Daxter finally busted him out. Jack
Dang,
was so
2
happy,
years?
he spoke his first words ever.
I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Oh, my first words were beer. Now!
Unbeknownst to Praxis, while his experiments failed to turn Jack into Captain America, they did grant him the ability to consume Dark Eco and temporarily transform into the mighty Dark Jack.
Dark Jack can use Dark Eco for a bunch of powerful projectiles, and he can even triple in size and strength. On top of that,
Dang, imagine
Dark
being
Jack
stuck for
is
2
also
years. I forgot about that.
completely
That's a
invulnerable.
long time.
That's right. We bad. You haven't forgotten what I taught you, Jack.
If one super form wasn't enough, Jack gained another when he came face to face with the precursors themselves. And turns out they're all Otzels like Daxter.
Oh my god.
They gave him the ability to consume light eco in order to counterbalance the darkness within.
Never guess what they called it. Give up, it's Light Jack.
In this form, Jack can glide through the air, create a force field, regenerate from wounds, and even freeze time itself.
When there's not enough Dark or Light Eco on hand to run around blasting
Thinking
people
about those
with
powers, I'm
godlike
like, wait a
energy,
minute.
Jack
I don't know if
wields
Ratchet
one
and
of the
Clank
most
could,
versatile weapons ever created.
Counter
The
something like
Morph
that
Gun.
with their weapons. His
Powered
force
by
field.
different types of eco, it can work like a shotgun, grenade launcher, or minigun. It can fire ricocheting laser shots.
I mean, they stopped
homing
time
needle,
like
and
Ratchet and Clank,
even
but still, that's not
freaking
enough.
lightning.
And when Jack sets the morph gun to mass inverter mode, it can blast a wave of dark eco so absurd it alters the very laws of gravity on anybody within its reach.
Yeah, but if that fails, they can just blast them with a supernova. It basically one-shots about anything.
Get ready! The ultimate checklist for the best all-inclusive escape to Jamaica is here. Stay at
This place has too much excitement. We need to move back to the country.
Armed to the teeth with weapons and eco, Jack and Daxter successfully dethroned Praxis and saved Haven City thanks to several impressive feats along the way.
Like getting up no problem after being crushed in a cave-in, or tearing through solid metal doors like wet
Yeah,
paper.
these powers he have, I don't know if
Daxter helps
Ratchet
when
and
he
Clank
can,
can counter that.
usually
Thinking
by
about it.
steering missiles into people.
Yeah,
But most
I
of
don't
the
know.
heavy
We'll
lifting
see. I
is
might
done
be
by
wrong
Jack.
here though, choosing
Like
Ratchet
the
and Clank.
one time he did this.
I thought I was wrong on the recent one with Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, and I was actually right. So maybe I'll be right again. But it seems like, I mean, I forgot about some of these abilities Jax have.
They won a gladiator-style battle with nothing but an unmodified morph gun.
And their drive to win is so strong they even took first in the Crass City Grand Championship while poisoned.
Even giant terraforming robots trying to destroy the world fall to their teamwork, provided they have enough ego.
They can only carry so much eco at once, roughly under a minute's worth in combat for each color type, and so they rely on replenishing their power by pulling eco from the environment. Also, Jack can be a bit reckless and doesn't always think things through.
Even still, don't underestimate the duo of Jack and Daxter. It's the last thing a lot of bad guys ever did.
Didn't they give Daxter his own game? I think so. I didn't play it, but I think they gave him his own game. How did that do, if that's true?
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate
All right.
once and for all.
But first,
Watch out, Bird. I think he's gonna hit you. Caught it. I wonder how long it takes Death Battle to make these animations for all these shows.
I let Quark fix the warp system.
Actually, weren't you the one who overclocked the accelerator?
Huh. This is new. Hey, do you have any idea what you've done?
Yeah, hey guys, welcome to our home. Make yourself comfortable on the couch. If you can find what's left of it.
Nah, this isn't so bad. I can fix that.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Mr. Weasel.
Well, well, well. Looks like it's us who needs to fix you.
Oh boy. This is a very interesting versus though. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank got more creative weapons.
Hey, Fuzzball! You're pissing me off! I got him!
No, you don't.
Mercy?
No.
You're done for.
That's not like that Dragon Ball TFS with Piccolo. Please don't break my arm. No.
Keep up. Rest in pieces.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I was about to say, is that it?
Ratchet!
Can't you go any faster?
I wasn't designed for this.
Let's try this!
There's a lot of shots there, Jack. Goodness gracious.
Any more weapons you want to throw at me? Like I need any more.
He has a force field.
Huh. Well, maybe just one more.
Ratchet, behind us!
Now what?
Get him, Daxter!
I thought it's hard for me to catch up. There's a lot of flashing that's going on. I'm about to say Clank can do that too. Oh, I was right. Okay. I'll take it. I forgot about Ratchet and Clank's shield. But yeah, that time shot, I knew that wasn't going to work with Clank. But hey, that's twice I thought I was going to lose and I actually win it.
Fighters, especially when they had enough eco on hand. But Ratchet and Clank's better teamwork, superior defenses, and overwhelming arsenal trumped them in the end.
While they both had ways to patch themselves up, Ratchet's nanotech was way more reliable and plentiful than Jack's green eco.
And Ratchet's shields and incapacitative weaponry were more than enough to put a stop to Jack's more offensive eco.
Haha, hate that nature!
Hey, he is my favorite out of all the four I named. Him, Jack, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot.
It absolutely pales in comparison to the sheer size and power of Ratchet and Clank's arsenal.
Jack's best shot was his dark form, but like everything Jack and Daxter had, it didn't take long to run out of juice. Well, Ratchet and Clank had more than enough gadgets and
They could have kept going with the weapons.
Plus, Clank is an infinitely more capable sidekick than Daxter, especially his time manipulation and immunity powers.
It was game overture for Jack and Daxter.
The winners are Ratchet and Clank.
Nice. I'll take it. Much love to Jack and Dex. I love them too. I love them all. Just when I was told about this in the comments to check it out, I literally had so many memories that hit me. You talk about sitting on that first. This is like the first PlayStation time, sitting on there. Or we didn't for a while in my childhood. We wasn't able to afford a PlayStation for a long time. And I don't know if y'all remember this. I don't even know if they still do it now. But certain malls had a store called. Hold on. Certain malls had a store called FYE. And they used to have like the hottest games you can play on demo. And some weren't on demo. You could just play them at the store and it's a full game. With my brother, my friends, we used to go and just chill over there for hours while our parents was at the mall and play the heck out of Ratchet and Clank, Dax, etc. Honestly, thinking about it, we had more time playing the games at the mall because we couldn't really afford the system than the time we actually could afford a system. Because when we afforded the system, it was like later in the time when we was almost teenagers. And by that time, I mean, PS2 and all that was happening. But actually, was it PlayStation 2? Regardless, PlayStation 1 or 2, whenever Ratchet and Clank and Jax first started. I think it was PlayStation. Whichever one, I can't remember. It first started. That's the memory. One of the best memories I had. Yeah, we couldn't afford a system, but God always provided a way because we was next to a mall and we played the heck out of it. Mega Man was a famous game on there too, and we used to play the heck out. What was it? Mega Man X4, I believe it was, with Zero. Dang, it's crazy. I still remember. I'm 34, thinking about something when I was 10, 11, 12, stuff like that. That just shows you how great it was. Yeah, then we got the systems, and it didn't stop us. When we got this, we still got these games and played the later ones. So, yeah, anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you for letting me know in the comments to check this out. And again, just like Cody, let me know in the comments what other stuff you want me to check out. I'll put your name in the screen up here, give you a shout out on top of it. All right, I'll check y'all later. See ya.